Good morning. Day 3 is about to load. Hello. This is the stuff that I couldn't get to yesterday. So I'm going to move all of this to a spot where it's shaded so that I don't get rained on and complete that. And since there isn't much that I can do because it's raining, I'm very grateful for that. That's one thing. When it rains, it sort of like helps with the watering of the garden. And just here, as you can see, there is these bricks that are against the house that I need to move and repack somewhere because they actually make this place look very untidy. As you can see, let me just go back and give you a glance. You see that's a little bit untidy, so I'm going to move that. And it's not something that's going to happen today because of course it's raining, so I won't be able to. Well, I can, but it's raining. I have a nice excuse to have a very laid back day. And look at this. This is my lemon tree. What I've been doing is I've been taking the amount of lemons that we need on a daily basis and using them in the kitchen. And I see they are still just giving off. I don't know if you can see the sky here. We still have these coming through. Look at this one. We still have lemons coming through. So what I'll be doing also today is I'll be taking off the ripe lemons and putting them in the house. I think so that I just allow for the tree not to have competition. The ones that are done, it needs to be sorted out, moved, so we allow the tree to have more energy to feed to the lemons that are still cooking. All right. And there isn't much I can do. I could also opt to start potting today, right? But then the thing is, it's a little bit nippy and chilly out here. So I'm one person, I really don't like it when it's cold. I want to just, for the purpose of this video, show you what I have been up to. We need to weed the space. It was supposed to be broccoli here. I think there is, as you can see, one that came through, two, there's 3 here, and there's 4 in there. I know you can't see it. Then there's number 5 there that decided to come through. And then let's see in here. These are just nice weeds. Okay, so I think I've planted about 15 and I can only visibly see only 5 for now. I'm not that worried. I will seed some more. And here it is kale. Kale also really didn't take off, so I'm going to have to redo this whole patch and put in. Oh, actually there is some kale in here. Look at that. Let's see. Look at that. That's kale right there. This one here. So I can see 1 kale out of, I think, also 15 that I planted. So we need to redo that. And here is cauliflower. I said broccoli, kale, cauliflower. Cauliflower, I had 2 varieties that I planted. The first variety really didn't take off. It really didn't take off. I'm a little bit sad about that, but then the other one is fighting. Here's the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's really doing its uttermost to come through. And this one, as you can see, I have 2 of the labels here. This label is for the cauliflower that is this side, right? So only 4 of them managed to really take off. Then this label is for the cauliflower that is supposed to be this side, of which didn't take off at all. So I'm going to have to sort that out, get ourselves more cauliflower. All right, let's move on. This bed I'll have to definitely redo. It was supposed to be peppers in here. None of them have shown. and so I'm deciding to start them in pot plants, because the major reason would be birds started eating the seedlings, right? Then these ones, this is what's this? This is chili. I think this is chili. It's some form of pepper. So as you can see, it has nicely taken off. I'm happy about that. So we have chili there. Okay, here we have Swiss chard is a form of spinach. So we are doing the most. It's coming through, as you can see there. Then there's nothing here. Then there is there. There is there. There is. Then there is one also here. Then I know it's a little bit difficult to see them in between these weeds, but then once you get an eye for it, you start seeing them there, there, and there. So it's really doing its most to fight. What we need to do for this bed would be to put in compost, right? So that we just give and feed it and remove the weeds. Here I had parsnip. Parsnip is the first time I'm actually growing it. I don't know what's the story, and it looks like it didn't take off. So back to the drawing board with that. Then this is what I do. This is Bigfoot spinach. It's lovely. The only challenge that we have is I haven't started picking from it. I need to start picking from it so that I encourage it to regrow. So we need to start picking from it. And as you can see, I just planted it on this side. Then I left this side vacant. The reason is once it starts growing and we are starting to eat from it, then you start putting down the seedlings so that you have this succession, or rather not succession, continuous feed of having your vegetable, right? And there is just a lot of lettuce here. It's different. It's 3 different kinds. It's the Rosa, of which I didn't have a lot of seedlings, so I managed to actually have about 5 of them in here. I don't know if you can see. This is the first one. Look at that beautiful color. So that's number 1 of the Rosa. Number 2, number 3, nicely picking there. Then as you can see there's 2 of them for 5. So this in between space here, it was Rosa. Then it's this beautiful lettuce. It's very beautiful, but then it doesn't taste nice. This is one lettuce that really doesn't taste nice at all, and I have a lot of it. As you can see, we are actually starting to eat from it. Then there is this kind that has these floral like leaves, of which it's one that is mostly used by, and this one is actually nice, mostly used. So there is 3 different varieties of lettuce in this space. It's very nice and mature now. We need to start. I think I have 1 bulb of lettuce left in the fridge, and once that one is done, we start digging in from this lettuce here. My carrots are really beautifully taking off. Okay, this weeds here are definitely an eyesore, so let me just remove these. Okay, much better, much better, much better. Let's see more there. Okay, so yeah, let's move back. This is carrot here. This is carrots. It's 2 types of carrots. It's the short one, the very sweet carrot, and the one that grows very big. I'm loving what's happening to the carrot. Then what is happening here? This is an experiment. Please don't come for me if you're somebody that grows cabbage. There's a lot of cabbage, as you can see. A lot of cabbage that I've put down here. I didn't put enough spacing in between. I just wanted to see what would happen. But then already I see a challenge when it comes to the spacing of it. So there's a chance that as soon as it grows, I'll start looking for the weaker ones and actually remove those seedlings to allow for space. But then I'm quite happy with it. The thing about cabbage is that it really grows very slow, so I'm not that much worried about that. And this whole bed here, it's a very one of the big beds that I have was supposed to be corn. Corn didn't happen. All right, then we have onion here. As you can see, there's a patch there, there's a patch here. I took out the onion from that patch. I took out more onion here, but then as soon as you cleanse on the side, you can see onion is starting to nicely grow. Look at that beautiful onion, nicely spaced out, growing beautifully. Then we have beetroot, of which I need to clean the space. See, this is your beetroot plant, right? But then just next to it, there is these weeds that we need to take care of, that we just need to take care of. Okay, move some while I'm here. Yeah, there's my beetroot, and like with the Bigfoot spinach, it's the same thing I did for beetroot. Planted one side and I left the other side open. Once it starts maturing and growing, then I start putting more beetroot here. And the thing about me doing that to some of the plants is it's the plant that we consistently eat. And some of them, not actually all of them, the ones that I'm doing like this, you can plant them throughout the year. They are all year rounders, so we are loving that. Then let's look at this last one, which is radish. By far, radish is the one plant that just shoots up like nobody's business. And once it gets to this point, once it starts getting to this point where it's like this big, you must just know that it's starting to get over mature. You need to take it out. I have 3 different types of radish in here. Look at that. Beautiful. So I'm definitely taking these guys out this evening. This is the second type. I'm taking these guys out this evening for roasting. It's a very beautiful roast. Look how huge these guys have. Ooh, look at how big this guy is. So I am definitely taking, I think, all of them out for a nice big roast. Then I'm going to replant radish again here, because I also did the same where it's half. Radishes on a good planting season, it takes something like 3 weeks for you to actually start seeing it come to fruition. That's how fast radish grows. Okay, so this is what I've managed to put on the ground in the past month or 2. I was doing it very slowly just to help myself come back, and seemingly we're getting there. Let me just move you guys to the side, take a shot and show you that all of these beds here are still empty. That's where we need to plant. I'm going to probably start sectioning some of them as well. Reason being, there's a lot of different veggies that I need to put down, and I'm running out of space. Right, then as you can see, there's this tire here. It's been sitting like this for I think 2-3 years, and my strawberry, some of it is just coming back. And without me doing anything, all of these are weeds, guys. But then you can see there's a strawberry plant here that is coming back, and I saw another one here which is nicely also coming back. But then I'm going to take the strawberries out of this tire and replant them somewhere else. I really hope that you enjoyed that mini tour around my vegetable patch. And the idea around that was to show you the environment that my plants are in. And as you have seen, some of them are thriving while others are like literally hanging by the thread. And you know, with regards to that, I have learned that no matter how well I care for a plant, if it's not in the right environment, it won't thrive. Whether it needs more sunlight, better soil,
or just a bit more space, I have to make adjustments so it can actually grow to its fullest potential. In this instant, I'm really eager to see what's going to happen with the cabbage that is so squashed in that small space. I hope you did see that. But then also, I'm just realizing that this principle applies to our personal lives as well. You can work as hard as you want to on your goals. But if you are not in the right environment, whether that's emotionally, mentally, or physically, it will be much harder to grow. Sometimes we find ourselves in environments that stifle our potential. I've been there, I know. Maybe we are surrounded by negativity, or we are in a job that drains us rather than fuels our passion. My goodness me, I also have been there. I know. It is important to evaluate whether your current environment is helping or hindering your growth. And just like a plant, we also need right conditions to thrive, such as supportive relationships, a positive mindset, and surroundings that inspires us. You can add on to the list. If you find yourself struggling to grow, please don't be afraid to make changes. Move to a place where you can get more sunlight, whether that's through new friendships, a different career path, or even just shifting your daily routine. You deserve to be in an environment that nourishes your growth. So take the steps to create one. A thriving environment leads to thriving growth.
All right, once it's nicely folded, as you can see, I folded it into the foil. Then I put a plastic bag and I'm just closing it into plastic bag, then